Listen, I'm in Canada, right? BC, the richest province in Canada right now. That's where I am. That's not where I'm from. I'm from the slums of Canada, if anything. You know what I mean? But still city, Hamilton, Ontario. Pat it to my wrist. But yo, I want to say something. And what you just seen right there, that shouldn't be happening anywhere in Canada. Because you know what? This is not a fucking third world country. We have the resources to house and feed everybody in this fucking country. Okay? I don't give a fuck what you think, what you say, and this and this and that. And you know what? You will always find an excuse if you fucking look for one. You always will. So it doesn't matter. You're always gonna fucking think of something in your head why that should be allowed, and oh well, you know, people abuse the system and people do drugs and this and this and that. You know what? It don't matter anymore, bro. It doesn't fucking matter at this point. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Because these people wouldn't even be like that in the fucking first place if they had those fucking things, bro. The streets does that shit to you. You don't just get born and become a fucking junkie, you fucking idiots. You know what I'm saying? You guys are stupid, bro. And I'm not talking to my people, man. I'm talking to the fucking people that think that shit is okay and that's allowed, and they don't care about people. You know what I mean? That person is broken, bro. And you know what? If that person does drugs, the reason why they're fucking doing drugs is from the pain of not having a fucking home and a family and shelter, a house. You know what I mean? Stability, bro. How do I know that? Because I grew up 15 years old, homeless in the fucking street with no parents and no family, running the street. Go watch my other fucking videos. Watch all my videos. My name's Corey Resilient. You know, other known as Sincere Music with a Z. I make music. That's my artist name is Sincere Music, you know. Corey Resilient is for this channel where I speak about real shit, you know, motivational, just real shit, bro. Whatever I decide, this is who I am. I'm resilient, and this name came to me for a reason. But I'm just saying, man, that shouldn't be happening, man. And like I said, how do I know? Because 15 years old, like I said, I grew up in the street. Yeah, when I was young, I did drugs, ecstasy, cocaine, prescription pills. I never did no hard drugs. I never smoked meth. Meth wasn't around when I was growing up. It just blew up in the last, like, fucking 5 to 6 years. It just blew up. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't in my era. I didn't touch that shit. It was crack in my era. You know what I'm saying? And that was for the losers. You know what I'm saying? I sold crack and sold coke, sold ecstasy, and would pop some and party like a teenager. Who gives a fuck, right? Like, I wasn't a hardcore junkie, you know what I'm saying? But my dad was, and he did needles like that right in front of me, shaking withdrawal and asking me for help. Help me, son, I need to get this in me, or I'm really sick, you know? And he couldn't get the needle, and he kept poking himself in the vein because he was so sick, shaking. And I was in the trap with him. He brought me to the trap houses. I was at the trap house, in the trap houses, you know, where he was doing drugs, and there was dealers sitting there, you know, moving out of the spot, you know, whatever, right? I was in the street heavy, you know, as a young kid, and I seen all that shit firsthand, you know what I'm saying? And been to jail, talked to lots of people that lost their lives over drugs, alcohol, you know what I'm saying? And my thing, it was just, honestly, I never got caught up, like maybe alcohol. Alcohol was a problem in my life. You know, I was an alcoholic. My mom was an alcoholic. My dad was an alcoholic. And a drug addict, you know, on Oxycontin. You know, that's what he was banging in a needle. Oxycontin, crack, cocaine, heroin. He did everything. And, yeah, man, it don't matter, bro. Like, my point being is that, you know what? It doesn't matter, bro. I know why these people are broken and why these people resorted to drugs. I've seen the entire process from when I was a teenager all the way up. When I was a teenager, looking at other teenagers, like, you know, chicks I met in the street, dudes I met in the street, other kids that were more broken, I was still broken like that too, but I had something holding me together that these kids didn't, and they took the next step that I didn't. And they started doing drugs as teenagers, you know, hardcore fucking drugs, man. Crack, fucking heroin, meth, needles, you know, oxys, you know, serious shit, right? And massively addictive shit. Once you're on that shit, you may never ever get off that shit. But in the end of the day, I seen these kids, they were broken, man. They were broken before they did the drugs. And the drug was to help with the brokenness. So stop. Everybody's blaming everybody, calling all these fucking junkies pieces of shit, and it's their fault, why they're homeless and why they're all this shit. When I realized that's not the fucking truth at all, bro. Like, and you would never know that unless you were homeless at 15 years old in the street all the way up until 26 years old. You would never be able to comprehend. There's so many different ways to look at it and perceptions to inherit. And I could see why everybody could get the wrong one. And who am I to say which one's the wrong one and the right one? I am that person that can say that because I've been addicted to drugs as a young person, cocaine, ecstasy. I did robberies and kicked doors in, went to jail. You know what I'm saying? My dad was my junkie. You know, I grew up in that life. I sold drugs to people that were addicted to drugs, hurting them even more. You know, and I stopped that when I was young, realizing what I was doing, you know, and I've been pretty much, you know, ever since I haven't sold drugs, you know what I mean, and haven't had that type of money either, you know, but that's okay. I'd rather be poor than fucking provide to that fucking beast, you know what I'm saying? Now that I've seen it on every single angle. I even had a girlfriend that I lost to drugs, meth and heroin, and she didn't die, but like I lost her to the drug. The drug took her from me and controlled her life, and then made us not be able to be together, you know what I'm saying? So, but whatever, you know, I know for real, bro. I know what's really going on, guys. My word, bro. And I've been on the top. I had nice jobs with a nice apartment with a skylight, glass ceiling, you know, not like super rich, but I mean, like, I've had nice space. I've been up, that's what I'm trying to say. So you can't tell me shit, you know what I mean? And I've been down, you know what I mean? So you can't tell me shit. That's just how it goes, bro. In reality, everybody thinks they have something to say, an opinion, and why I'm wrong and what the fuck they think, bro. It don't matter what you think. Opinions really don't matter, bro. It's experience and factual matter that fucking matters. If you've really been out here in the street since a kid, to experience it for a long term, at least 5 to 10 year period, to be able to see the entire picture of what the fuck is going on, and yes, it would take that long for you to fully grasp and comprehend that, you know what I'm saying, then you don't know. But you're so sure you do, you know what I mean? From your perception, you're wrong. And now I know, because I've even been that guy to have that perception. You know what I'm saying? And in the end of the day, like I said, there should be no homelessness in Canada. You know what I'm saying? This is not a third world fucking country, bro. And there shouldn't be this, it shouldn't be this way where people are just turning their head away from this shit, especially in a place like Canada. You know what I'm saying? In the richest fucking province in BC, you know, the political party of this country is fucking corrupt, you know what I'm saying? They just same thing as Vancouver East Hastings Strip. Look at the whole East Hastings Strip. They just let that drug addicts thrive and they don't do nothing. They even help supply needles. You know? Like, here you go, kill yourself, die, you know? And that's for a reason, bro. You think that they're saying, oh, well, there's nothing we can do and we've tried. No. That's not it. Believe me, I figured that out too. I investigated that shit myself. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. I'm telling you, they do that intentionally. They want that financial bracket to die off. You know what I'm saying? They want the drug addicts to all die off and overdose and fucking just get out of the picture. You know what I mean? They don't want to deal with it no more, so they're just letting it die, kill itself. You know what I'm saying? Like Tupac said, give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with drugs. You know, they'll destroy themselves if we give it to them and let it just thrive and, you know, let them just fucking all die, because they'll all kill themselves, you know, and we know that, so they'll let it, so they allow it, you know what I'm saying? So now you guys understand what's really going on and how corrupt things are and why things are there in the first place, why people are homeless, why people do drugs. It's not because they just were born, grew up, and they're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to be a drug addict, you know what I mean? Like, no, they were hurt and broken in some way, maybe raped by their fucking father, their stepfather, or fucking mother's friend, or vice versa, a boy, been, who fucking knows, you know, and or in my case, being homeless since 15 years old and not really having a connection with family and parents, and having, you know, drug addicts and alcoholics for parents, and having a bad past, you know what I'm saying, and being on your own at such an early age, that will break. It hurts, bro. I'm telling you, man. I cry my whole life. I've been crying my whole life since the first day I was in a fucking jail cell. I have shed my little tears like, fuck, man, you know, this life sucks, bro. Why am I have to live like this? And now this is where I'm at. I didn't choose this life, bro. It chose me. So just know that. Stop putting each other down. Stop hurting each other. And stop looking at these homeless people like they deserve to be fucking homeless. We live in fucking Canada, bro. I hope this shit goes viral and really teaches the world a lesson, bro. Because real talk, coming from somebody that's been through it, you can't tell me unless you've been through it to my extent, you know. And that's as low as it goes in life, man. 14 years old selling cocaine and crack, you know, taught from fucking my dad that was a drug addict that, you know, wanted to put me in a game and show me the ropes before I do it myself and get killed, you know. But no, that shouldn't exist in Canada, and people shouldn't keep having that mentality of like, oh yeah, it's their fault. And yeah, maybe a lot of them are, you know, act reckless like that and have no consideration for others or themselves or responsibility, or, you know, they damage things and have no respect or don't value things because they weren't fucking raised, bro. That's what I'm saying. They were never raised. So you're hating on them. You should be like, I know we can only feel sorry for a certain extent until we're like, yo, like, you know, stop doing this, you know. And that's where the abuse came in, where people abuse care and you know, leeway. But in the end of the day, obviously, you know, the resolution is not to ignore the fucking problem and just let it thrive and die off, because that's clearly not worth it, right? And that don't work for anything, right? It's got to be a resolution. But like I said, I could think of a fucking million resolutions. I'll make a part 2 if you guys want that. Fucking hit the like, share the shit out of this video, make this go viral, you know, if you can. I can't access Facebook right now because they disabled my account, permanently blocked me, and said I'm never allowed to use Facebook again, out of nowhere. And I didn't do anything wrong on Facebook at all. And I'm pretty intelligent. I know, you know, what not to do that's going to get you permanently disabled for life. Your name crossed out, like blacklisted. It's way different. It's not like deleted where you can make a new account. Like, I made a new account and it blocked me again, disabled the account, and said my name, government name, and said you're not allowed to use Facebook anymore. You violated and infringed something multiple times, and I never have. I've never gotten no warnings, none of that shit. And yeah, so I can't get on Facebook to share this stuff. So if you guys can help me, you know, that's real talk, bro, what I just said. So people need to really check themselves, man. And we should start doing more. There's gotta be something, bro. It's Canada. Give me a break. Like, I'm thinking of all types. I know of ways where I could help. Trust me. I'm doing my thing. I'll make another video for that too, just to see what I contribute to homeless people out here, and bro, and the ideas that I have and stuff like that. Like, I make money online, and I'm not like being one of those corny guys that, oh yeah, like, you know, I don't make a lot. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I could make $500 to $1,000 in a week extra. Guarantee I can say I can do that, and I have done it many times whenever I needed to, you know, and I can continuously do that, and it can expand from there. But like I said, you know, I've made money and it really helped me, and it still does help me, and it's like, holy shit, man, like, I did that from scratch, from ground up, coming from nothing, you know, just from the street, and I figured that out. So we live in a good time for that. So if I can show guys this, yo, I can show them, like, look, I have videos of me homeless in shelters and all that to prove, you know, document my journey being homeless and my experience, and to show people later when I reach, you know, my point of success, that I really went through it and I have the proof, you know what I'm saying? And I use it to empower and inspire and motivate, you know, not to like flex or nothing, but yeah, man, I can really actually help people on a real level learn how to make money online with $0, because there's all that bullshit out there, you know, fucking Ponzi scheme, pyramid, all that shit. I already know. I'm educated on that. Better Business Bureau, look that up. But anyways, that's beyond the point. I can help people with that so they can make money But before they make the money, you know what I'm saying, they need to beat their addictions, and they need to stop being told that addiction is a disease, because that means if that's true, there's no way to defeat it, and you would have to submit to it, which it would now consume and become a part of your life. You cannot allow that with an addiction, because now you're gone. That's it. That's your life now. You're either gonna win or you're gonna lose against it. And if you say it's a disease and you have to accept that, then you're never gonna get rid of it. So the program is designed to keep you suppressed and dependent on the system, on the pharmaceutical industry and the government, welfare, disability, which just goes back into the pharmaceutical industry, which was connected to the same fucking thing, and then you're veggie stuck on the system, dependent on the system. So in the end of the day, that's what's really going on out here, and there should be no such thing as homelessness, no such thing as poverty, and we should all have a house, food and water, mandatory, standard. Every property should be growing a farm. Every property should be growing a garden. That should be mandatory. That should be a law. Idiot. The fuck's wrong with people? Then we'd have more food. Like, how could there's no shortage of resources, like, you know what I mean? Like, food grows from the ground. What the fuck's wrong with people, man? Shit makes me sick. People are fucking retarded, man. Anyways, we have more than enough resources and manpower to correct all these problems. I've heard everything in the book, why it's not going to work and why people are just going to keep fucking things up and this and this and that. That's not the answer no more, bro. Get off that shit. That's corny. Y'all been saying that for a minute. There's nothing has been resolved. You know what I'm saying? You're wrong. I know firsthand. I used to think the same way. When I was wrong, I had to admit that I was wrong. That's the hardest part. Now what? Now where do we go? You know what I'm saying? And I figured it out, bro. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, there's a lot I could add to this. I'm working on a lot of shit when it comes to this, bro. Right now, I'm just trying to get my financial gains and my reach. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can reach millions, I can make millions of dollars, and I can do a lot with that money, man. You know where my head's at, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I did that Patreon thing too. I'm doing that, you know what I mean? If anybody wants to support me, they can, it's not, I'm not asking and begging or none of that. I'm trying to build something, and I'm going to do it regardless. If people want to work towards that with me or contribute to that, that's a blessing, But other than that, this is what I have to do, and this is what I'm doing anyways. So I'm just showing you guys, And I'm trying to put people in the same mind state, and that's what we need to do. So anyways, we're resilient. Homeless shouldn't exist in Canada or anywhere, really. So just note that. Really think about the excuses that we fucking make to allow this shit. Because I'm out here in the field, in the street, bro. Motherfuckers can't tell me shit. I know what's going on, buddy. Real talk. Firsthand. Can't talk to me. Peace out. Corey Resilient. Share this video.